So I was in the park this afternoon, and not long after I stumbled across the baby ducks. Um, I was just about to go on my little bike ride, and I've stumbled across these pukekos back in their usual spot, and yeah, they just were doing what they've been doing for the past week or so. I've noticed that they're just sort of grazing on the grass now, and they're not really depending on their parents as much anymore. I did notice there was a strange thing that happened just then. I don't know if you just noticed it, but of the Pukeko correcting one of its kids, he just sort of dragged it. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know why. Um, it did that, but yeah, obviously it wasn't happy with something that the kid did, but the others seem to be sort of doing what they're meant to be doing, so poor little thing. I felt sorry for it when I saw that happen, but I've actually combined two of these videos together. There was another sequence of three videos that I made just a couple of days ago, but I haven't been able to post them because I would have had to post each one individually and do an individual voiceover, because each time I combined those three videos together, they didn't actually they didn't sync up very well, and there were just issues of like the footage being scrambled and blurry and stuff like that, and it just wasn't good. So anyway, like the main differences that I've noticed over the past week, um, they're at a stage now where it doesn't look like much is happening, but what's happening, I've noticed, is that they seem to have grown quite a bit, particularly the male. I think there's a size difference between the male and the females. Um, that one's quite large, and yeah, they're just sort of slowly developing. Like their legs and their bodies are growing. I think they're eating constantly. Like whenever they're awake during the day, they're just constantly walking around eating. So, I mean, I can't really explain how else they would be growing so quickly. And their wing development is starting to happen, but they're about a quarter or a third of the way, and I haven't seen much of an increase, but it's kind of hard to see unless they fluff their wings out. And I've tried to sort of catch them fluffing their wings out at certain moments, but um, it's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward and difficult to catch them um, doing things, sort of moving their wings around. So um, yeah, I have been trying to get that on camera, but it's not that easy. But as they start to grow more, if you can see there, like that's about the length that their wings are at. You have to look really closely. I'm trying to zoom in on the ones that are fluffing their wings out, but it doesn't really happen that often at the moment, because I think they're at that awkward stage where it doesn't feel comfortable for them to move around very much. So